Good morning and happy Vlogmas Day 10. Today we are sitting down, getting up close and personal, and getting a little more formal. Who am I kidding? Nothing about this video is gonna be formal except for the fact that I'm sitting down on a camera instead of walking around with the camera. Today is December the 21st. It is a random Tuesday, and frankly, I am tired of not getting ready. I feel like once I get into a routine, my body just like accepts it and it feels like I should be doing it. So since I've been waking up, putting makeup on and all of that for the last, 8 months, my body feels like I should do it. So therefore, I'm giving my body what I want, and I'm sitting down and I'm putting on some makeup. And I thought, what a better way than to be closer to you guys than to spend some quality time. Quality time is actually my love language. So this is helping me and helping you. I do just want to one time have a little moment for the nails. That I feel like is the best view you've gotten of them yet. She absolutely killed it. Listen, I'm not gonna give you a step-by-step tutorial for how I do my makeup because frankly, you don't wanna watch a 45-minute video of me showing you how I do my makeup when my makeup looks like every other girl my age. Probably actually worse. So 50% of the women my age do their makeup better than me. So like you don't need a tutorial, but I figured while I'm doing this, it could be like we're on vacation together and we're just hanging out. I will say this is a tip that I learned from someone, I don't remember who, but before I put my makeup on, I put on lip plumper so that while I'm doing my makeup, my lips are plumping. And I keep getting it all over my face, so that's fun. So let's talk about some things. One of those things being New Year's resolutions. I am not the biggest fan of New Year's resolutions because I never stick to them. So I'm like, why do I keep doing resolutions if I like making resolutions and setting expectations for myself and then like not meeting those expectations? So why would I keep doing that? So I've kind of changed my mindset. Instead of doing New Year's resolutions, I'm just gonna like write down a few things that I personally feel like I want for myself next year. I'm gonna share with you a few things that I want for myself in 2022. And hopefully this will inspire you to do the same. Just in case you didn't notice, I do start my makeup off with sunscreen, moisturizer, and then also the Tula, I think it's called Get It and Glow, or Glow and Get It eye brightening serum. And I do that because one, my dermatologist told me that I needed to. And two, I saw this TikTok, don't know if it's true. It said your skin is more acne prone in the winter because it dries out, so it makes more oils that clogs your pores. And I'm not trying to do that, so I'm trying to keep my skin hydrated. All right, skin is prepped and ready. Let's get right into what I expect for myself in 2022. First, in 2022, I want to become a better saver. I am someone who has always found satisfaction in spending money. It just hits that specific point in my brain that makes me feel like serotonin or whatever it is. And it just makes me feel good. And so I've gotten into this bad habit of spending money when I don't need to. I'm just like, oh, I've had a bad day, Target will help. There's so much money that I would have saved by now if I would have just decided to not spend. I do not wear foundation, I wear concealer instead. The girls that get it, and the girls that don't. Next, I'm going in with this Revolution contour wand. It's actually a concealer stick. I just bought it in a darker shade. It's supposed to be a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury one, I think. The next thing that I want for myself in 2022 is to be more conscious of what I am putting into my body. I have become really well versed in exercising and getting my heart rate up. However, something that I still need to work on is gut health. I have gotten into this mentality where I feel like since I'm working out, then I can still kind of eat whatever I want. But then I'm confused when my stomach is hurting all the time. So I think if I place extra attention onto the foods that I'm eating and the amount of caffeine that I'm intaking, I could potentially feel a lot better. Also in 2022, I really want to make sure that I get plugged in to whatever community I'm living in. Something I have not done a very good job at is getting involved in the community that I live in. In 2022, I'm planning to be in a new community with new people and new opportunities. And I feel like if I take the time and I am intentional enough, I can create some really cool connections through being an actual part of the community. I also want to become more intentional in my walk with the Lord. I am a Christian. I am someone who grew up completely active in church. Sunday morning church was just like, we always did that, always. We never missed a beat ever. And so as I've gotten older, I feel like I had to take a step back a little bit and kind of learn what Christianity looks like to me, which has been very interesting and honestly really hard, especially in the times we live in today. The problem with Christianity, just like any other religion or organization or, you know, literally anything, is you realize that as you've grown up, you've kind of idolized people and you've idolized the church more than you have the actual God, which was a very rude awakening for me. So now that I feel like I have found out truly what Christianity is and truly what, in my opinion, it's supposed to be, I feel like I can actually take the time to delve into and create this like personal and intimate relationship with God that I had mistaken for something else growing up, if that makes sense. I don't know if this makes any sense, but I'm excited to devote time into learning how to serve him better and serve people better. At the root of it all, Christianity is like, love God, love people. And if you can't love everybody, then I'm sorry to break the news to you, but you need to reevaluate if you really are living out what you're preaching to everyone. Sorry for that tangent. I also, in 2022, I am gonna have my first home to myself, by myself. I'm planning on living alone. By the way, I'm just blending this out. That's all I'm doing. I'm not adding any product. I'm planning on having my own apartment and it'll just be me in Malibu, which means that I don't know what that means. I do know, however, that it's gonna be scary and it's gonna be new and it's gonna be hard. I don't for a second think that it won't be hard. I do know, however, that it will give me an awesome opportunity to continue to work on myself. So 2022, I will be focusing on self-reflection and bettering who I am, because that's the only way we can get better, is to actually focus on doing it. Here is the base of my makeup. In 2022, I also want to get better at making content. There are so many influencers who have a full-time job and film content, and I don't know how they do it. This is not me saying I want to be an influencer. I love my job. I love teaching. I will teach for a really long time, but making content makes me, or making videos, I should say, makes me so happy. It is something that helps release stress more than anything else in my entire life. Therefore, I want to get better at prioritizing it. So, I've just got to do that. "2022 is also going to be a year that I continue to place emphasis on furthering my education." Yeah, there's not much to say besides that. This is the Anastasia Brow Wiz in Auburn. I just use it to heighten my freckles that are already there. There's only 2 steps left, which is lips, and then I do put eyelashes on depending on the day. This is NYX pencil in Natural. And it's definitely more opaque than it usually would be because I already have a little bit of a gloss left over. I'm going to also take NYX in Peekaboo Neutral. Come right inside that color. to finish the lips, sometimes I'll take NYX Butter Gloss, but during Christmas or winter months, I usually take the I think you say Laneige, I don't know. Laneige, Lange, whatever it's called, lip sleeping mask, because it is so hydrating and I use it as the gloss on top. And the last step of our makeup, along with our last goal for 2022, is lashes. I personally only like to wear the Ardell Naked Lashes in style 421, and I cut them in half, and I only just put them on the outer edge. I did give my mascara time to dry because I currently have lost my tweezers, which is why my eyebrows look like they do. So I'm gonna have to go in with my hands to put these on, which is fine, but when I have wet mascara, it doesn't work as good. While I'm putting glue on this, I will tell you my last goal for 2022 is to put myself out there and make lots of new friends. Moving to a new place is gonna be challenging because I'm not gonna really know anyone at all. I think that it's gonna be a great opportunity, just like college was for me, to branch out of my comfort zone and meet some really great people. That means I'm gonna have to go to events by myself and start going to some kind of workout class or something where people my age are gonna be. Make friends at the grocery store. I don't know. The only thing that's hard about being a teacher is that a lot of your workforce and the people that you work with daily are a lot older than you and are a completely different life season than you. And there's nothing wrong with having friends that are older than you. I think sometimes some of my favorite friends are the ones that are in their 40s with kids and husbands and live completely different lives than me. However, that being said, it is nice and it is super healthy to make sure to prioritize to have people around you who live similarly and who understand exactly what you're going through and all of that. So hopefully putting myself out there this year will be successful. See, it's really not a big difference. It just gives me a little more. Grande Lash really did something for me. Before I used Grande Lash, I had 0 lashes, just saying. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot the most important step of my entire makeup routine, and that is my Wet n Wild Multi-Stick. It is in shade white, and it is my absolute favorite step because it's very pigmented. I just put it right here in the corner of my eyes. A lot of people do it down the nose, no thanks. And then you take your finger and you slowly warm it up and bounce it out, and eventually, once you've bounced it enough, you have a very bright inner corner. Like, hey inner corner, how are you? And she's done. All right guys, we finally completed our makeup look. I've finally gotten through my list of things that I want for myself in 2022, and that means that we are at the end of Vlogmas Day 10. Thank you for sitting down and spending some quality time with me. Since it is my love language, I feel like we are closer than ever. I love you so much, and I will see you tomorrow.